I am Goddess Demira. I want to talk about who, what's our nationality, the Black and African American people here in the Americas. Okay, because that's the big thing. First, we have to establish a nationality. We have to have a nationality in order to get paid reparations. Okay. Now, my grandfather is in his 80s. Okay. And we always talk. Okay, we always talk. And the longest we ever went without talking, might go a week. Now, we're not going to stretch it to no 2 weeks. Okay, I always call him, talk to him. Hey, grandfather, how you doing, granddaughter? So, he still have all his senses, his brain. He is aware, and he educates me on a lot. I always try to do an interview with him. That is hard to get out of him. Um, because the government, I could say that they have a lot to do with that. They pump fear in a lot of our elders. But ain't no fear here. All I have to do is get information. Information is very valuable. Once I get and receive the information and I study, I'm putting two and two together. I'm like, okay, that's starting to make sense. All right? Now, whew, my grandfather is Muslim. Okay? And I'm reading in the Holy Quran right now. It's a lot of information in the Holy Quran that is connected to the information my grandfather told me, that's connected to things I studied and found out. Now, my grandfather said to me that we are the first landlords, owners of this planet, Earth. Okay? Our ancestors are ancient. We are Islamic by faith. Okay? All right. Our nationality is Moorish American. Arabic Muslims. I remember when I was in school, growing up, I used to always draw the pentacle, the star, the Moorish flag star. It's red and green. They tried to erase it from my brain A lot of us, when we was younger, that's why they created the school system. Our ancestors wore turbans, okay, bonnets for the women. Still do that to this day. Slippers, okay. Dresses, skirts for the women. You know those light-skinned Arabs who call themselves Muslims? They converted. That's all. They're Jewish. And Jewish, ISH, is something like. They're not the real thing, the real people, the children of Israel. The Moors are from North Al-Kabalon, which is Africa. The Moors traveled way before the Europeans got here. The Moors was always traveling to the Americas. The Moors then started mating with the people, the women in the Americas. And then there was Moors that mated with white women. Okay. Now, those white women they mated with is coming to me now. Those are the Jewish people. And our people are the real Jews, Hebrews. The African American and Black calling that's not a nationality. Okay? Not at all. You know, it just makes sense now. It makes a lot of sense. Moorish Americans. I recall being in jail when I was in isolation on lockdown for a week. It was females, inmates, walking by my door, laughing, ha ha ha, like, you on lockdown. I went up to the door and I looked her dead in the eyes. I said, bitch, I eat your fucking face. She looked at me like I was crazy. The women of the Moorish community are called Moabites. Okay? And that's why a lot of our teeth are big and sharp. And then a dentist industry came about to change that up. I'm glad the only thing I got done to my teeth was put golds in it. And then now I might do some gems. Yeah. But it just makes sense. Our men wear the do-rags. That's just like the turbans that the Moors wore. The Moorish people was always decked out in gold, gems. Okay. The Moors ruled in Spain for 800 years. I could say they messed up by teaching the white folks how to be civilized and teaching them math and this and that. That's where the Moors messed up at. They wasn't supposed to teach them, which if they taught them, and they've been ruling over us for a while, but if they just didn't train and teach the white folks how to do things right, they wouldn't be ruling nothing. We are spiritual beings. Our religion is Muslim. I know this may be a lot for some folks, but then there's folks out here that knew this already. And, I'm not gonna talk like I know everything, because I know what I know until I learn some more. And I'm always up for learning more. So if you're watching this and you have more information, leave it in the comments. But I got a good amount of information to know that we're Muslims. Arabic Muslims is what my grandfather told me. Asiatic. Okay. So stop calling yourself Black and African American. We are Moorish American. Okay. Moorish American. Muslim American. I remember reading something a while back, and it was a paragraph that a white person wrote, and they basically was saying, remove the turbans from their head, the sandal slippers from their feet. They're gonna forget who they are. I've been doing a lot of research because I had a lot of questions that needed to be answered. And in 2018 when I was on bed rest. Astrology found me. In astrology, that come from the Moors. They studied the planets and zodiac signs, the constellations. And that's what I have been studying since astrology found me since 2018. There was a science temple on astrology where our ancestors used to attend in October. And in the Bible, and I haven't got to that part in the Holy Quran yet, but I do remember where the Lord was saying, feast on the 15th of October. And I seen October on the front of the Science Temple building. So it's like everything is coming together. We're not African American, we're not Indian. So, do your own research. I'm just making this video because I felt like I had to talk about it. I needed to talk about it, needed to get it out. So you could know, our people could know, whoever find this video. But I believe my grandfather. Like, he's the last elder alive in my family. My great-grandmother and grandma passed years ago, and I wasn't able to sit down and talk to them. But my grandfather, he reads a lot, and he even said his name is in some books. I think I said a little bit too much. So, yeah. Our nationality is Moorish American. We are Arabic Muslims. We are Muslims. Muslim, Islamic by faith. I am Goddess Demira. Thanks for watching.